Welcome back, everybody, to more Skyrim here on Additional Paladins Games. We just got to Iverstead last episode, which means this time we're going to be going up the 7,000 steps. You can see out there behind me the valley below. That's out towards Riften-ish area, but we're going to be heading up there. Let's go. So we're going to go across this bridge here, up these steps over to the left, and we're eventually going to end up way up there at the peak of the world. So let's go ahead and get after it. Gonna have some fun going up the 7,000 steps. They call them the 7,000 steps. In reality, I think there's something like a couple hundred. That's a well, that's a little creepy. You would think that somebody... Lydia, stop kicking the skull. Jeez, disrespectful. Unbelievable. You would think somebody would do something about that. Anyways, while we're here, we want to take care of this little bear problem that we got. Come on, Lydia. There we go. Alright. Lydia took care of the bear, but not after, or not before allowing it to give me a disease. We've got some dead hunters here. Alright. We'll take the stuff that they don't need. Orgy tusk. Okay. Bats just flew out. Hunter, we'll take that, we'll take that. Got a ring. Okay, well, maybe someday we'll come back for this cave, but that's the reason why we came down, is we wanted to get that bear's soul and protect the village. Put our guns away. And something that we're gonna do going up the steps here is we're gonna read all the etched tablets. So we see, for the birth of men, dragons ruled Mundus, all Mundus being like the mortal plane, basically. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs, for the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. So, there are 10 different shrines. We're going to read all of them on the way up. Kind of have this, I don't know, peaceful, reflective experience going up. But we can see, oh, that's another bear. Oh yeah, there's nothing dangerous on the path. Whatever, dude. Lydia, you have got to swing a little bit closer than that. Alright, thank you. Yeah, there's nothing on the path that you should be scared about. That's a bear, dude. Alright, we don't need that stuff. Alright, let's keep heading up. Anyways, so the first tablet that, that tells us that, dragons ruled, go figure. And the other thing that it mentions is that it talks about the voice a little bit, the power of the voice. And basically, the idea is that dragons, all the powers that they use, fire breath and all those different spells and that sort of thing, are an extension of, basically it's their speech. Barknar.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Here, Greybeards called Dovahkiin.
Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what
are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems.
Do you visit the Greybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials.
Fair enough. Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice.
But not to make conversation. Until next time.
Until next time. So, basically, again, that kind of reinforces the idea that dragons came first. They're powerful. They ruled over us. And, humans were just kind of, I don't know. It seemed like kind of like a squalling mass of pre-civilization. I hear a bear. That looks like a cave bear? Snow bear. There we go. Another soul. Heavy armor leveled up. And we got a level. Let's go ahead and use that. Gonna continue leveling up our health. So we take a lot of damage. just from being tanky. Ooh, hey, that's nice. Let's go ahead and up our armor. Don't really use anything else at the moment, so let's continue on. Alright, fully healed, guns down, back to enjoying the snow. And this time we've got an ice wraith. Come on, Lydia. Thank you, Lydia. Another soul for the soul gems. So yes, that is one of the weaknesses of the unarmed build, is that unless you cast... Oh, thought that might have been a bear. Unless you cast soul capture on your targets before you kill them, you're never going to get any souls. You use alternative methods, but I like to have Lydia take care of it. Oh, that's nice. They left us money and crafting ingredients. I'll take the bowl too. Alright, read this tablet. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down, broke their hearts. So there we go. Again, in true Nordic fashion, kind of talks about how the fact that people were brave, people were strong, people were, I don't know, a little bit unrepentant, maybe, towards the dragons, a little bit rebellious, something to that effect. And they would go to war with the dragons. They were trying to unshackle themselves from the rule of the dragons. Let's just, first of all, let's just appreciate the scenery. This is fantastic. All these mountain peaks out here, valleys, no effects, great. Tell you what, if you haven't played Skyrim, Skyrim Special Edition is where it's at. It's worth it, even for a game that was developed 5-6 years ago. It's worth it, even for just moments like that. Got another traveler here. And another emblem. Also more snowberries.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Thanks, Karita. Emblem 4. Kine called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war raged, dragon against tongue. So Kine, I believe, is like one of the Nordic names of one of their gods, and Parthenax is one of the dragons.
Huh? I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Who are you?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
It's a little mysterious.
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
Fair enough.
Aye.
Alright. So we kind of came down and around the mountain a little bit. Now we're headed back up. Let's see, we got the peak up there, so we still got far ways to go, especially if we get stuck on the steps, Ramadi. Let's go ahead and give it a quick save. And that's the reason why we gave it a quick save. Because we got a frost troll up there. Big guy's raging a little bit. Decides to jump down. Alright. He's running away. Give him a shout. Alright, this guy hits a little bit harder. Nice job, Lydia. Big axe to the back of the head. There we go. Frost troll down. Other emblem right here. Let's read it. Number 5. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. So there we are. that tells the story of how the dragons and Alduin were banished. Basically, after Paarthurnax intervened, taught some men to use the voice, they were able to drive evil dragons out of Skyrim. But not without loss. Alright. Tablets are becoming a little bit more frequent as we're getting here towards the end of our trek. Emblem 6. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst dragons withdrew from this world. So again, this kind of talks a little bit more about the history of man and how the Nords came down and conquered with Tiber Septim and created the first empire. They were the ones who came in and basically brought a single-ish government, single-ish empire to the world. Another fantastic view way down there. So this is northwest. So this is actually towards Whiterun. Whiterun would be out that direction. So let's read this tablet. Emblem 7. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation. Understand how strong voices could fail. So this is, I believe, referencing a battle against Dark Elves. There's a defeat there. Red Mountain is the volcano that's in the middle of Morrowind. Correct me if I'm wrong, but fairly certain I'm correct. Alright. Here we go. Emblem 8. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. So there we go. Jurgen Windcaller is the one who founded the Greybeards, I'm fairly certain. And he's the one who basically built their home up here at High Hrothgar. Away from the world where they can study and meditate. Very much, kind of a religious monk-esque order, as we'll see in a moment. Right there, we've got Tiber Septim, Talos, up there. Statue. Let's read this tablet. Get extra close. Emblem 9. For years all silent, the Greybeards spoke one name. Tiber Septim, stripling then, was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. So yes, Tiber Septim was Dovahkiin. He was a dragonborn, which is why you see him pictured there with his sword above a snake statue head thing. Anyway. So just talking about how they called him up. High Hrothgar discovered, and last tablet, Emblem 10. Voices worship, follow the inner path, speak only in true need. So again, it kind of just talks about the fact that the voice is powerful and that using it can be destructive. And you also saw there that the something of the voice came into effect, and where is it? There's Voice of the Sky. Animals will neither attack nor flee from you for 23 hours, and this is, I believe, real time. So 23 hours in real life. And this is just a little buff, a little bonus buff that you get from reading all the different tablets on the way up to High Hrothgar. So we're going to make sure to deposit whatever it is. Where is it? Also, butterfly in a jar. We picked that up earlier. Fun stuff. There's actually little runes in there, which a lot of people think have to do with something with a quest that was abandoned, or possibly a conspiracy theory. So we need to return to Klimek for our reward. But before we do that, we need to make sure that we take all the stuff that the Greybeards here are just ignoring, clearly. Alright, so let's go ahead and meet the Greybeards. Quick save. Let's go in. Alright guys, let's get in here to the middle. Let's get in first person view. Let's see what the Greybeards have to say to us.
So, a
Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Who gets the voice, huh? Is that Bori?
Strike us with the power of your voice.
Alright. Bori gets it.
Dragonborn, it is you. Well, I am Master Arngir.
Hello,
I speak for
Arngir.
the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Crush my enemies with the power of my voice.
We
Want
are
to find
here
out what it means to be
guide
dragon.
you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
Fair enough.
You are not the first.
I'm not the only Dragonborn.
There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the
Fun
only
fact, I'm
one
not.
that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. We are the
Alright.
Greybeards,
Who are you? What is this place?
followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in high Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
Fair enough. I'm
You
ready
have
to
shown
learn.
that you are dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout.
Shout.
Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power.
Oh yeah. Dragon
All
blood.
shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger.
Okay.
Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force.
Come on, Einarth.
Ro
Spit it out.
means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Alright, so there it is on the ground. It is glowing at me. Oh, there we go. There are no magic lights or anything.
You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock it through constant practice in order to use it in a shout.
What you looking at, buddy?
Well,
Huh?
that's how the rest
Wanna
of
go?
us learn shouts.
Huh?
As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
Oh, okay. There are the lights. Sorry for threatening you earlier. Sorry, sir. Bow.
Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new form.
Alright. Get out of here. Stay there, housecarl.
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Don't give me that stink eye, Lydia. There we go. 2/3 of the way to our Fusro Da, guys. Gotta wait for the cooldown, of course. No stink eye, Lydia.
Again.
There we go. Get that out of here. Play a little soccer with the pots.
You learn quickly.
Right, Lydia?
Once more.
Come on, Wolfgar. There it is.
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn.
Why, thank you.
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Alright, well, we're going to have to actually cut that off and learn the next word of power next time. So, thanks again for tuning in. For more Skyrim here on Additional Paladins Games, hit like and subscribe, check out some of the other series going on the channel, and tune in next time as we continue our training as the Dragonborn. So, thanks again, and we'll see you next time here on APG.